Greetings! It's Maxo Diddly. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get the Emerald Grove raided and get in a special scene with Minthara at a goblin party at your camp, while also keeping Karlach as a companion. Let's get right into it. So a few things you need before you do this. Firstly, make sure the Emerald Grove is alive and well, and you've got the Tieflings alive and the Druids alive. Also make sure you haven't gone to the Goblin camp and gotten them angry with you. You can go there, but make sure you haven't spoken to Minthara and the Goblins are, for the most part, alive. Also, if you've rescued Sarza, you need to kill her because she's going to impact dialogue with Minthara. That will prevent this glitch from working. And you're going to need to have a bit of gold so you can get withers to give you a hierling and also revive a fallen companion. And you're going to need a strength of about 18 or 19. You can either use an elixir of hill giant strength, you could invest stat points into your strength so it's naturally high, or you could get the club of hill giant strength from the Underdark. Also, make sure you have no people in your party when you start the glitch. The next step is you're going to want to put Karlach in your party, so go over and talk to her and put her in your party. And once she's in your party, you need to go and talk to Withers and ask him to recruit a hireling. You can have any hireling you want, it really doesn't matter who you use. The next step you want to do is, don't level up your characters, but also set your difficulty to be balanced or tactician, because it'll make the next step really easy. Now you're going to want to leave the camp and go to the Emerald Grove. And you're going to want to take your companions with you into the grove. And when you go through the entrance at the door, you're going to want to take a right and climb up a ladder. Once you're up the ladder, you can head over in this direction to the little elevator. And this will be a really easy way to get in and out of the grove. Also, before this tutorial, make sure you remove the bear from this elevator so you can use it. And now that you're here, you're going to want to separate your main character from Karlach and the Barbarian. And now you want to be controlling Karlach. And your goal with Karlach is to go down the elevator and pick up and put the idol in your inventory. And then you and the hireling need to then get killed by the Druids, which is quite easy. So we're going to walk up to the idol, and we're going to click on it to put it in our inventory. And now the Druids are mad. You can skip the cutscene if you want to, but now they're going to want to kill you. And this is why I suggest you don't do this on Explorer difficulty, because you will die a lot quicker. It shouldn't take too long to get killed by the Druids. And now the Druids have successfully killed Karlach and the hireling. And now once the Druids run off to go and kill the Tieflings, this is where your main character comes in. You're going to need to make them chug a potion of hill giant strength, or have strength that is high enough to carry a dead body. So this is why I recommend using the elevator, so then you can avoid all of the combat that is occurring elsewhere in the grove. And the first step is, you need to find Karlach's body. Oh my god, they actually killed Tusk as well. Oh no. This is tragic. But anyway, firstly, you want to click on Take All. And once you've picked up all of the loot from Karlach, you can right click on her body and click on Pick Up. And now her body is in our inventory. And now we're going to go back up the elevator and we're going to escape the grove, because it's getting quite violent. So there are two ways to get out. You can either jump off the cliff here, but if you are low level and don't have many points invested in your stats, you can just walk across this little bridge. And yes, I did tell you about the ladder before to get there, but you can also walk across that platform if you want to. The more you know. And once you walk out of the grove, you need to basically get to a place where you don't see red on the map, meaning you've left combat. And a good place is this teleport point here. As you can see, there's no red. And once you're in this safe place, you need to find Karlach's body and drop her from your inventory onto the ground. And once you do that, you need to now go to camp. And once you're in camp, you need to then go and talk to Withers. And you need to tell him that one of your companions have fallen. May I entrust them to your watch for now. And you want to send the hierling into Withers' watch. And now the hierling has left combat, and this means we can now rest. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to end the day and do a long rest. Karlach's dead body is still in our party, but not our inventory. And we're going to go to bed. And when we've woken up, we're going to see a journal update. And basically, the Druids have killed the Tieflings, and any Tieflings that have left have most likely died on the road. Now, the next step involves us going to the Goblin camp, and to do this glitch you don't actually need to do any fighting. However, you may want to do some of the content in the Goblin camp. So I'm just going to bring some companions with me to prove that you can bring companions with you while you do this. You're only going to be able to take 2 companions with you though, because we still need to keep Karlach in our party. So we're going to take Lae'zel and Shadowheart with us. And we're now going to go to the map, and we want to go to the Blighted Village. And when we're at Blighted Village, we want to then head over to the Goblin camp. As you can see, I am very early on in the game. I have probably got about 2 hours in this save, and I haven't actually been to the Goblin camp yet. But you can if you want to beforehand. But firstly, I'm going to talk to these guys because they don't want me to go in. And now we're just going to walk past him. I was not expecting it to be that easy to get into the camp. And now we're going to go into the Goblin camp. So you can do this story content if you want. You can get the owlbear if you want to. You can save Volo if you want to. But I'm just going to leave them all alone and go into the camp. And now you want to be careful. You basically want to make sure you trigger a conversation with these people when you walk up to them. And you want to basically get in without fighting them. Since I'm a drow, I'm going to get in based on my skin colour. And I'm now going to walk in. Shadowheart also isn't happy about this, but I don't care what she thinks. So all we need to do is talk to Minthara. So if you want to go around and kill the other goblin leaders, you can. Well, don't kill the hobgoblin because he'll trigger the entire camp and then you can't talk to Minthara. But you can talk to the goblins, do whatever you want. But the important thing is we need to now speak to Minthara. And you're going to speak to her. You can skip most of this. And you want to say a hunt, who's the target. And then you want to say the grove is weak or whatever. Then when this dialogue option pops up, you want to say the place you seek is the grove, many of the inhabitants are already dead. And Minthara's going to be like, okay, join me, we're going to fight them all later. And they're going to walk off. Now, you can do a bunch of things now if you want to. You can go around and slaughter the goblin camp once Minthara's left. You can even speak to Halsin if you want to, and warn him that the grove's going to be destroyed. Or, if you just focus on doing this glitch, the next step is to go to camp and long rest. So we're going to do that. And after you've long rested, you're going to see another journal update. And now what you want to do is you want to go to the map and teleport now to the grove. And once you do that, you're then going to want to walk to the grove that has unfortunately been raided. As you can see, they've smashed it open. And we get another journal update because we've now seen that the grove has been slaughtered by the goblins. We can even see the bodies fall over here. And you want to go to the cave where Minthara will be. This is where Zevlor would normally be if he's alive. And you're going to want to then speak to Minthara. And she is really happy about it. If you're a Loftsworn drow, don't pick this dialogue option, as it kind of makes the glitch pointless. And you want to open your mind to her, and then leave. Because you're going to be having a party at the Goblin camp. And you want to either listen to the dialogue or skip the dialogue. However, firstly you're noticing a companion's left the party, but that doesn't matter, because that's Will who left the party. Do you want to know who hasn't left the party though? Karlach. Will's left because we didn't use the bug on him. However, do you want to know who did stay in the party? Karlach. She is right there, so why don't we talk to her? She seems pretty chill with me. You don't just go talking about dreams to someone you hate, who murdered a bunch of your kind. So let's just talk to her again, just in case. Yeah, so she seems really happy, and now we can party with the goblins and spend a night with Minthara, while keeping Karlach as a companion. So thanks for being a great audience. If you want to know how you can keep both Will and Karlach as a companion, and get the Grove raided so you can party with some goblins, watch a goblin chase Scratch, and then spend the night with Minthara, you should subscribe, because it is possible to get both. And thanks for being a great audience. I'll see you next time.